The fired former head of the CDC appeared on Capitol Hill this morning. She had a warning for lawmakers there. Director Susan Menarez, who was fired less than a month after her Senate confirmation, raised red flags over what could happen to America's kids. She said if the vaccine advisory panel that Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. recently overhauled proceeds with its scheduled meeting tomorrow.
Based on what I observed during my tenure, there is a real risk that recommendations could be made restricting access to vaccines for children and others in need without rigorous scientific review.
Menarez claims Kennedy fired her for refusing to pre-approve vaccine panel recommendations and dismissed scientists without cause. HHS Secretary Kennedy denies that, saying she was fired for, quote, being untrustworthy. An HHS spokesperson says her Senate testimony was factually inaccurate and incomplete.
And the director's warning highlights growing uncertainty for families. Now, parents in Florida are expressing confusion over vaccine guidelines as a new advisory committee assembled by Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Yeah, he prepares to meet tomorrow and Friday to consider those possible changes. And Kennedy, of course, is an outspoken vaccine skeptic. Christian Benavidez spoke with parents in Florida to get their reactions.
Please lay down the baby.
Marcela Farah's 2-year-old daughter Sophia has all her vaccines.
I know.
Today she got her flu shot.
Everybody's a little bit more confused, but I think a lot of people are still very strong in their own beliefs. And at least from my bubble, the people are still getting vaccines.
At this Fort Myers, Florida pediatrician's office, patients are asking more questions since Florida announced it would roll back some school vaccine mandates, including for the chickenpox and hepatitis B. It's something mother of 3 Marida Smith said she agrees with.
Ultimately, your stance is that the parents should decide.
Yes, I'm the legal guardian for them, right? So who else is supposed to decide?
Still, her daughter got the HPV shot.
We're kind of in a space where we're just trying to take all the information in, and we haven't been one way or the other yet.
First-time father Brandon Gonsalves opted not to vaccinate his newborn for hepatitis B, which the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends be done at birth.
What are your plans for future vaccines?
We're not too sure yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Open.
A survey by the Kaiser Family Foundation and the Washington Post found that while 1 in 6 parents are rejecting vaccine recommendations, vaccines remain popular, with about 80% of parents saying they should be mandated in schools. Are we going to see more sick kids in Florida?
You've got to expect to.
Dr. David Butler believes some parents are choosing not to vaccinate because of mistrust and misinformation.
They bring their views into the room and they have their minds made up before they come in.
You think that parents are not listening to medical advice?
A lot of times, yes. Yeah.
And what goes through your mind as a medical professional?
It's difficult because me, myself, all of my colleagues, all we want to do is provide the best care we can for your child.
I'm Christian Benavidez in Fort Myers, Florida.